Hi everyone, welcome back to Java 1 for All. In this video we are going to talk about metadata, but this time about the driver, the database metadata. So what we can do with our result set based on what the driver allows us. Make sure that you have Docker Engine running and make sure that you have Docker Compose also running to be able to complete this class successfully. So first thing, let's copy the show result set metadata. And let's change here to show. Well, I think it would be database, but well, we can call it driver metadata. And we are not going to need anything except the connection. So you can remove this and you can remove everything else here. Okay, so basically from the connection, we can get this metadata. And this is the database metadata. So why is this important? Because remember the result set, we can go through each one of the rows that we have in the table. But the result set is more powerful than that. For example, we are only going from top down, but some drivers, they allow you to go from top down, bottom up, or go to a specific position. And some of them, they allow you to change the data while you are iterating over through this result set. Basically, you don't need to create another SQL to just change that data. And some drivers, they allow you to, for example, keep like a connection between the result set and the table. So for example, if you are iterating over the madhouse and suddenly through another connection from another user or maybe another system, something changes, that means if the driver allows, it can automatically show you in your result set that change. Basically, the result set, it keeps like kind of a cache of the results in the memory. And if something changes in the database, you have to execute the query again to get the new results. But there are some drivers that will allow you to get the results immediately. But that's very difficult. I never saw a driver that allows us to do that. But there is a possibility because we do have the result set specification for that. Okay, so going back, now we are going to do some checks here. So how can we check? First, I will add this if. I'm going to change the name to DBMetaData. So the first thing I'm going to check if the database supports the result set type. Which type? We have some types for the result set. It's asking for integer type. I'm going to get through this constant value. And we have these types. So forward only, top down, insensitive, top down, bottom up, or go to a specific position. And the sensitive, this one, scroll insensitive, bottom up, top down, or specific position, and it does not keep a link between the table and the result set. So if someone changes the table, you are not going to see the results in your result set until you execute it again. The sensitive is basically the same thing, but it keeps like a constant link, and in case you have any changes, you will see it in real time. But let's start with forward only is the most basic, top down, and if it supports log info, and I will add here support type forward only. And if it supports type forward only, does it support updating the data for the result set or not? And for that, we can ask DBMetaData dot supports a result set concurrency. And we have two types of result set concurrency. We have the read only result set that and we have the updatable. Basically, all the result sets will allow you to read, but update not all of them. So the first one, the first parameter is the type, right? So it's exactly like this one. So does this result set type forward only supports updating the rows while you are iterating over it? And if it does support, let's just copy here and then we add this. Cool. So now let's copy this if 2 times. because we have type forward, we have type insensitive. So type insensitive, type insensitive, type insensitive. So for each one of the result set types, we may or may not support the updating the roles. And here, sensitive. So sensitive, sensitive, sensitive. And here, oh, here, concur updatable. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's copy this name, go to producer service, Control D, and then replace here and here, Control Alt L. You have your code nicely formatted. And now, Control D, Control slash, show driver metadata. Now, Control Shift F10. Okay, so as you can see, the MySQL or driver supports type forward. It means that top down, and it supports through type forward updating the table, and it also supports like insensitive. It means that we can go from top down, bottom up, or go to a specific position. It supports changing the data, but it does not keep like a real-time link to the table. So if someone changes there while we have this result set open, we are not going to see the results. Cool. So I think that's it. In the next video, I think we can do some code and see this working. So I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye bye.